What's up, everybody? Grand Nation family, it's Alex back again with another video. Another message to give y'all. It's cold here in Columbus, Ohio, but this is the day that the Lord has made, and let's rejoice in it, man. I got something important I want to say and I want to talk about. I just want to talk about the person that you see in the mirror, and that being your competition. That's your only competition. You shouldn't see nobody else as competition. You should only see yourself as competition. You should only see the person you were yesterday as competition. The person that you see in the mirror is your biggest competition. The truth is, we make up a lot of excuses and we tell ourselves a lot of excuses why we don't get things done and why we don't stay focused on the things that we need to be focused on. But it don't matter what excuse you make. At the end of the day, you still have to go look at yourself in that mirror. You have to look yourself in the face. And I don't know about nobody else, but I can't look at myself in the mirror and tell myself a lie and make up an excuse. I can't look at myself in the mirror and see that I gained my weight back and plus more and tell myself an excuse and make up an excuse and not do nothing about it. I just can't do that. I can't look at myself and tell myself like, yo, you should be in a better position, but you're not because so and so. No, that don't work. There's no excuse. Because we all have 24 hours in a day. I know that sounds cliche. That's a cliche saying, but it's the truth. What are you doing with your time? Stop wasting time. Stop being weak. We have so many, I feel like when people say that this generation has been raised to be weak, I feel like it's some truth to that. Because it's so I feel like so many people can be so soft. And even me, I can be soft sometimes, and it's like, you gotta toughen up. I gotta look at myself and be like, Alex, you gotta toughen up, bro. Like, when I go to the gym and I'm on a Stairmaster, I done worked out, I done lifted, and I'm on a Stairmaster for 10 minutes. And I told the Stairmaster I'm going to do it for 30 minutes. You know how you set the time on there before you start moving. And then I'm at 10 minutes, I'm like, man, I already done lifted. I done did good. I'm going to just do this 10 and hop off. And then I regret it because I leave like, bro, like you really just played yourself like you couldn't do that another 20 minutes. That's weak. That's weakness. Stop being weak. Push yourself to be greater. Push yourself to do more. Push yourself to the limit. And that's when you realize that you really don't have no limits. This is all a mental thing. This is all what people have told us growing up is, oh, you can only do so much. You can only take so much. Yeah, you should get the proper rest and everything. I'm not saying that we shouldn't rest, that we got to just be robots. But when you grinding, you got to give it your all. You can't be weak, because when you go home, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. How many excuses and how many lies are you telling yourself every day? That's something that you got to stop doing. Did you stick to your goals for the new year? It's I think January 27th. We almost at the end of the month. We almost going into February. Did you slip off your goals? Okay, stop making excuses. Stop lying to yourself and get back on it. Because where do you want to be in 6 months? I got goals for the whole year, but I said in 6 months, this is where I want to see some big changes in multiple areas. I'm not going to speak on them. That's personal stuff, but I want to see that. Like, I can't make no excuses and be weak. I can't lie to myself. because the only person that I'm gonna harm is myself by lying to myself. And the only person you gonna harm is yourself by lying to you. It's a thing. A lot of people ain't gonna tell you the truth. I already talked about this. That's part of, I guess, being red pill, being aware, is that people not gonna tell you the truth. I used to ask people when I do my music, what you think about this? And people always reply, oh, that's fire. But in my mind, I know I could have did better. And that's not me being, critiquing, like, because I'm critiquing myself. It's because I'm honest with myself about it. I know the potential I have musically. That's where I'm really strong at, is music. But I gotta keep it real with myself and tell myself when I'm not pushing myself to do that either. I cannot look at myself and lie to myself, and I don't want nobody else to do that either. My purpose is to make these videos and push y'all to do greater. Where do you want to be in 10 years? And are you going to be there? I'm telling you right now, it's easy to say that you're going to do something and think about doing it. The hard part is getting up and doing it. When you don't see no results and nothing's changing, you got to keep pushing. You feel like you hit a plateau, but you got to keep pushing, and you're going to see even more results. That's what people don't understand. People hit little small plateaus for a moment, and it feels like everything just pauses, and then they just give up. And don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. I don't care how old you are. If it's something that you want to do, go do it. Don't give up on yourself. And push yourself to greater limits. Push yourself. You got to speak to that weaker version of you and tell it to shut up. I'm doing this right now. This is what we're doing. Growing pains are real. It's part of growing. That little weak person and that little weak version of you, the enemy, he wants to tell you that you can't push further, that you can't go no further. But the truth is that you can. You just don't know because nobody has ever pushed you to do it. I don't know, man. I spent so much of my life just making up excuses why I didn't get things done. And now I'm looking at myself like, if you would have just stayed focused, if you would have just listened to the things your dad told you, your mom told you, if you would have just listened, if you would have just shut up and listened, you would have already had these things done. You wouldn't be worried about getting them done now and in the future. You should have just did it. You should have stayed focused. You shouldn't have been lying to yourself. I'm sitting there blaming my grades and stuff on people, all these people that passed away in 1 year, all these people that I knew, and I'm depressed. But really, I just had a love for partying and getting drunk and getting high more than I had a love for success. That's all it was. That's what held me back, was my love for things that were not pushing me to be better. They were not helping me progress. They were detrimental to my future, to my success. And that's why I don't know what the ages of all the people that watch my videos are going to be. And that's why I speak to everybody. Because you could be in high school going through the things I'm going through. Switching to a different school, you can't relate to nobody. You know nothing about their life. You don't come from the same place. Everybody treating you different, treating you weird. You feel like an outcast. The teacher's treating you weird. Coaches talking down to you, treating you weird. I done been through it all. But that's not an excuse to give up. That's not an excuse to give up and not to try. Not to prove people wrong. I'm telling you right now, I done proved a lot of people right, but I'm about to come out of nowhere and they're going to be like, okay, I was wrong. Because they can be right for right now, but you can change that. You as long as you got breath, you got the opportunity to change what people think about you. And it's the thing. I don't really care about what people think about me, but I can't allow people to speak negative over my life in the past and be right about it. I can't live my life knowing that somebody said something about me and it was just wrong. It was negative. And let them be right. I know that God got me. And God having me is giving me breath every day. So I got to use that breath. I got to use the time that he has given me to prove them wrong and prove God right. Much love to all of y'all, man. Take a look at yourself in the mirror tonight and tell that weaker side, that weaker version of you, that it no longer has control over you and that it is no longer going to lie to you and hold you back. All them vices that you got in your life, get rid of them. Yeah, the growing pains are going to come. Withdrawals are going to come. I've been delivered from smoking tobacco. Guess what? I prayed. I leaned on the Holy Spirit, and I don't have these anger flash out and snapping on. I don't do those things. He just delivered me from it because I wanted it. I understood what it was doing to my health, and he got rid of it. Cold turkey, bro. He got rid of it. That's what I'm saying, man. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. He who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. I told you that. Lean on that scripture because that's the truth. When you receive his spirit, that's the helper. That's the comforter he sent. You can overcome all that weakness through him. Keep pushing yourself to be greater, man. Grow daily. Grand Nation. Much love. Peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow.